Good crowd in the morning, and seeing 4 heats. Goh Ching Hui's event go straight to a final. It'll be the first time that the 1500 meters freestyle is swum in SEA Games history. So she has the opportunity to become its first ever winner. And also the 400 meters individual medley for women goes straight to the final, with Ashley Lim carrying Singapore's hopes in that event. Right now, it's the 200 meters freestyle for men, and what a battle we had last night in the 4x200, which Vietnam won and took home gold. Singapore only a bronze, and the two swimmers who swam in legs 2 and 4, and that's final for Singapore, are featured in heat number 1. Nguyen Huy Quang of Vietnam, who is not their best 200 meters freestyle swimmer, actually put on a sterling display yesterday in his leg to take over the lead after his compatriot had lost out to Jonathan Tan in the first leg. He looks to be in such fine form, the Vietnamese athlete of the year from last year. Already a double gold medalist, make it a 4 gold medals if you include those 2 relay goals. What a games this would be for Nguyen Huy Quang, justifying why they have used him as the flag bearer at the opening ceremony, and probably in the running as well for the game's MVP, which is given out by the end of the games, and which is something that the swimmer to his left won at the last games, Kwarteng Nguyen. Eric Fatoni of Indonesia in lane 2. He was 3rd in the Indonesian time trials, 152.18, a personal best. Huy Quang has dipped below 150, 149.99, although yesterday it looked as if he dipped below 149 in the splits when he swam. It was so very impressive. Gold medalist already in the 400 and 1500 meters freestyle. Tung Nguyen of Singapore in 4, 148.29 is his personal best, which he set at the World Champs in 2019. A gold medalist at these games already in the 100 meters freestyle and the 50 and 100 meters backstroke. Glenn Lim of Singapore, 149.62 is his personal best, which he set last year at the Singapore National Age Group Champs. He's gone off very quickly in lane number 5 to lead at the moment, heading into the final 100 meters. Adrian Aikla of the Philippines set his personal best of 153.50 in Helsinki last month. He is in lane 6, and Dion Ratidon of Cambodia, just 19 years of age, he is in lane number 7. So Huy Quang just trimming the lead a little bit into the final 20 meters of its first 100. The crowd's egging him on, a lot of them not knowing that it's only got a heat. He is swimming just for lanes, just to qualify the top 8 and make sure that they have a presence in the final to scare the field. Heat number 2 is going to be very quick, I can tell you, with the 2 Malaysians and Hoang Ki Fok, the Vietnamese sandwich in between those 2 Malaysians. Another great kick off the ball by Huy Quang. Tung Nguyen's judged this race pretty well. Glenn's gone up too quickly and is struggling to head home now. But it's Huy Quang once again looking so very comfortable. And it looks as if he wasn't even trying this morning. We'll talk about ominous form and look at the intimidation factor that Tung Nguyen's showing, swimming so very close to the lane next to Huy Quang. He'll finish in 2nd spot. So top 3 dipping below 155. That should be good enough for a place in the final. Tung Nguyen with a tremendous final lap of 29.10 seconds, but it is 29.5 seconds that he was clocking Nguyen Huy Quang throughout the legs and throughout the 50s. That was very impressive. It was Singapore who won the gold medal the last time this event took place in Manila. Darren Chua, I should say, was a gold medalist. And Vietnam won the gold medal 2 of the years in 2013 and 2015. Hoang Ki Fok, their years in lane 4. He has medaled every year in the SEA Games since 2013, 4 in a row. Vietnam looking very good to take back the gold medal in this, especially with Huy Huang, the form that he has shown. But this will be a very fast heat. You just feel lanes 3 to 5. Probably some of the fastest that you'll see in Southeast Asia over the last 2 years. Welson Sim in 3, Ki Fok in 4, and then Kyu Ho Yen, who was superb yesterday in the 4x200 as well. Swimming as the fourth leg. They went with Wilson in the first and then Ho Yen in the fourth. Wilson actually lost out to Jonathan Tan in the first leg and came home in third. Looking very rusty at these games, Welson Sim. But Ho Yen looked very good in maintaining that silver medal position that was given to him by his teammates heading into the final leg against Kwa Tung Wen. And he has looked good over the last couple of years. Definitely been Malaysia's top swimmer, that's for sure. And their main gold medal hope. They haven't won a gold medal yet to these games. Their hopes will go with Kyu Ho Yen. Maybe not in this event, but in the next one. But it was the 200 backstroke that they expected something. He didn't deliver. He's got 2 more chances in this, as well as the 800 freestyle. Supa Sangawaraong of Thailand is in lane number 2, the last Thai gold medalist in this event, 1999, Peter Ratanachot. 151.86 is the PB for Supa. Welson Sim of Malaysia, the national record holder, 147.76, which he set in winning the 2017 SEA Games, is in lane 3. Ki Fok of Vietnam, 148.07, his personal best set in 2017 when he won silver. A gold medalist in 2013 and 2015. And then Ho Yen of Malaysia in lane 5, 148.77, his personal best set at the Malaysian Open when he beat Welson by 1.3 seconds. Joe Kurniawan of Indonesia in lane 6 won the Indo time trials, 150.80. Last Indo to win it, 1993, Richard Sambera, and Hem Phuc of Cambodia in lane 7. So turning in top place at the moment is Welson, who has gone very quickly in his races at these SEA Games. Swam in the 100 meters freestyle as well, where he finished just outside of the medals. But, those very quick starts of his have caught up with him over the final few legs. Kurniawan of Indonesia trying to just turn on the gas a little heading into the final 50 meters, making sure that he qualifies for the final. He turns in first after 150. Ho Yen, who usually makes his move very late in this event, slowly catching on. Huang Ki Fok's really got to just increase his stroke rate a little here. I think that he's gone off too leisurely in this event and all of a sudden has a lot to do in lane number 4. It might be a surprise if he misses out on the final. I'm sure he'll just definitely inch himself into the final because this is a very quick heat. And Kyu Ho Yen has won it, 152.19. Welson's in second. Huang Ki Fok just about made it there, 153.42, but really had to struggle and really had to just turn on the gas a little in the final 25 meters. He misjudged that race, went off a little too leisurely. And a casual manner of which he took the first 100 meters really came back to bite him. I think he will be there in the final reckoning. So Kyu Ho Yen from Malaysia showing why he is their new golden boy. And we see Huang Ki Fok actually qualifying for the final. So he'll tell you that that was what he wanted to do all along. It was meant to be that way.
200-meter freestyle.
But how fast was that heat? That is super quick. First 4 in that heat were the 4 fastest into the final. I should say the first 5 in that heat, the 5 fastest into the final. When Huy Huang, then Kwa Tung Wen, and Glenn Lim just about making it there with similar times of 154.81. There was a lot left, of course, for the Singaporeans, especially Tung Wen. There was a lot left as well for Huy Huang of Vietnam. So there will be more to come from them in the final. But those first 4 certainly laid down the marker with the top three going below 153 in the heats. And Kyu Ho Yen might just win Malaysia's first gold medal if he swims true to form, that kind of swim that he gave us in the morning heat. If he manages to take that into the final in itself, he'll be very difficult to beat. Of course, he's favourite to win the 200 meters backstroke, but because he swam earlier in the day in the 400 meters freestyle, probably didn't have the stamina to last in the 200 back and was surprised by Hui Huang. So an opportunity for him to take his very own form of revenge in this event.
The next event is event
We have one more event.
133, men 200 meter individual medley heat 1.
So two more heats in the 200 meters individual medley. Maximilian Ang swims in this one alongside Peng Xingjin. They'll be featured in heat number 2. This only two Singapore swimmers have ever won this event, David Lim and Joseph Schooling, who won it twice. They have medaled in the last 6 games. It's not an event which has very distinguished history in Singapore swimming. But then again, you could say that Maximilian has been involved in events that haven't really been distinguished in terms of Singapore gold medals in swimming history in the Southeast Asia, but he's turned them down one by one. You'll be hard pressed though, because there's only going to be one winner in this event, and that's the guy to your right of screen there, Tran Hong Wen. In the medley swimming in Southeast Asia, no one comes close to him over the last couple of years. It's not even in the same time zone. It's almost unfair whenever he plunges into the pool and swims. Sukui of Cambodia in lane 2. Dulyawat Kyo Sriong of Thailand in lane number 3. 2:05.49 is his personal best. Hong Yuan of Vietnam, the defending champion, 2:02.56, his personal best set at the last SEA Games. Paul Nguyen, also of Vietnam, in lane number 5, 2:03.33, set at the last SEA Games where he finished 4th. And Arvind Singh of Malaysia, who swam in the heat of the Malaysian Open, 2:07.37, but didn't swim in the final. His personal best at the 2019 Malaysian Open, 2:06.24. Malaysians have never won in this event. Arvind actually finished 7th in this event in 2019. And as you'd expect, Paul Nguyen, with the butterfly on the back, his 2 favorite strokes in the first 2 legs, has gone off very quickly, heading into the breaststroke, where we all know how strong Tran Hong Wen is. In fact, he doesn't have a weak stroke at all in the individual medley. That's why the 400 suits him so very fine. And he was an emphatic winner the other night in the 400 IM. And we've already said his 2 favorite strokes, Tran Hong Wen, is the breaststroke and the freestyle. Takes a look to his left to see where his competitors are. He knows it's just the heat. He doesn't have to go all out. But in the finals, usually he turns on next level mode. And he is another level altogether. There we go. Breaststroke, usually the defining leg in the medleys. And it sees Dulyawat taking the lead over Tran Hong. Arvind Singh catching up with Le Nguyen, who went off quickly with his 2 favorite strokes, and Le Nguyen surely will catch up now in the freestyle. So that's the loping strokes and that high catch of Hong Wen. It has been such a familiar sight at these games. Catching on now with Dulyawat, who will touch home in first place, just ahead of Hong Wen, and Le Nguyen doing well to catch up in the final leg against Arvind Singh. 28.76 in the final leg for Hong Wen. Usually seeds at top position in the first couple of strokes, Tran Hong Wen. But the moment it kicks into the breaststroke and the freestyle, the 400 meters individual medley, the breaststroke came just inched ahead, and then when it came to the freestyle, it just pulled away, literally pulled away from the rest of the field.
on the scoreboard
And,
as the official result
cracked
for
a new
heat
SEA
1.
Games record in that, and brought a SEA Games record right down to a mark which might not ever be broken for a long time.
Heat 2.
All right, the final swim of the morning sessions, and it's heat number 2, which features two Team Singapore swimmers, veteran Pang Xingjin and Maximilian Ang. Won't be too tired, of course. He only swam in the 50 breaststroke earlier. Trying to become only the third Singapore winner in this event. Xingjin has swam in this event a couple of times, including a silver medal performance in 2017, where he was leading after the first two legs and looked like it was going to be gold for Singapore until that fight back from the Vietnamese. All cameras are learning to train their lenses onto Maximilian Ang these days. Intimidating figure. You stand next to him, but such a gentle giant when you get to know him. So heat number 2 getting ready to go. Hong Wen's looked very comfortable in the first heat alongside Dolyawat of Thailand, who kept pace with Hong Yen, and that was a good idea because that usually ensures you qualify for the finals. Oh, so the two fastest times from heat number 1. Tarit Chong Sam of Thailand in lane number 2. Personal best 2:06.53, which he set at the 2019 FINA World Cup in Singapore. And Afla Prawira, who usually goes off strong in the butterfly, as he has done. And then in the final leg in the freestyle, he's in 3. 2:04.58, his personal best. 2:02.03 is a personal best of PSJ, Pang Xingjin of Singapore. He's in lane number 4. Very strong in the breaststroke leg. Maximilian Ang, he's in lane number 5. He won the Singapore National Age Group Champs the time of 2:02.66, which was an Asian Games B mark as well for him. Lee Pong Wei of Malaysia, also strong in the breaststroke leg. He is in lane number 6. So, very good start here for Prawira. And he's slightly ahead of Tarit of Thailand in lane number 2 with Pong Wei coming on strong at the bottom of your screen in lane 6, turning in second spot just behind Prawira. Max, who's already swum in the 50 meters breaststroke, knows that this is the event this is the leg, I should say, that gets him right back into the mix of the field. There he is, slowly creeping into the picture now, just ahead of Xingjin, and slowly catching up with Tarit in lane number 2. Almost catching up with Afla Prawira. Pong Wei, strong in the breaststroke, now takes the lead for Malaysia, just ahead of Prawira. And going into the freestyle leg, let's see what sort of form Maximilian Ang is in the freestyle leg. And that's where Pang Xingjin usually comes back strong as well. So Pong Wei of Malaysia looks strong, and 5 of them almost finishing in line here, with Pong Wei leading that line, and Max now slowly coming back into it, splashing his way through Maximilian Ang, knowing that needs to work on something to keep himself right in the mix. Probably was turning to his right and saw where Pong Wei was and didn't know that to his left everybody else was trailing the two of them. So came home very strong in that freestyle leg to qualify in first spot in heat number 2, ahead of his compatriot Xingjin. And Prawira, who led after the first 100 meters, finishes in 3rd position.
Chúng ta sẽ cùng đến với danh sách các vận động viên vào chung kết chiều nay.
Here are the finalists for event
Very quick times from the top 3, all dipping below 2:06. But you know that Tran Hung Wen has got a lot more left in him. especially in the first two legs. He looked so very comfortable in the breaststroke, where he just kept taking looks to the left and right, as if to show, I am at 50%. He will be dipping a lot lower than that time of 2:06.10 in the final. Maybe even gunning after Joe Schooling's SEA Games record of 2:00.66. Max has got to dip below 2 minutes if he's going to take out Joe's national record, which he set at the 2013 championships. It's pretty difficult, but just to become the third Singaporean to win this event would be a major achievement for Max Ang. 2:05.75, just lowering his personal best of 2:02.66 to give himself an opportunity. Sub 2:02 swim is definitely in the body of Maximilian Ang. If he produces that, medal will most likely be assured, and maybe even gold ahead of Hong Wen, who will start the final as a red-hot favorite, and anyone chasing after him would, I reckon, have to clock below 2:01 in order to beat that Vietnamese medley superstar. So that's it for the morning heats. We have the finals this evening, which starts with the women's 1500 meters freestyle, and then the 50 events of the men's breaststroke and women's freestyle. 200 meters freestyle for men, 400 meters individual medley for women, 200 meters individual medley for men, and then the medley relay for women to end the night. 7 gold medals at stake on the penultimate day of swimming competition from the Medan Aquatic Center. We hope to see you at 7 p.m. for day 5 of swimming finals.
And now we will have marching out technical officials. Thank you very much.
Many thanks to commentator Mark Richmond, the Median Water Palace. Very much looking forward to the finals, as Mark mentioned, coming up from 7 p.m. tonight on Channel 5 and on MeWatch as well. You're watching our coverage of day 6 of these 31st SEA Games live on MeWatch and MediaCorp. We're going to head to the Median National Stadium now. The athletic finals from last night, starting with the men's triple jump. Your commentator for this one is Paul Macefield. Enjoy what unfolded yesterday.
There you go. What did I tell you? There we go. Who is going to take gold in this one? That has to be the question that needs to be asked, and it needs to be answered as well. So an opportunity here. Tran Van Dien. Looks confident. Interested to see what distance he can put up. The last time that there was a medalist from Vietnam, it was in 2015. Well, he clutched his fist there. And it's a white flag. He looks very, very happy. There you can see as these heels hit the sand, he's managed to push himself and propel himself a little bit further forward so he doesn't fall backwards. That will give him a little bit of extra distance. And they've got one more, 2 more jumps to go. Do apologise, 15.73 is his best one so far. Sapwataraman is up next. Bronze medalist. I'm sorry, he's out of the competition. It's not him at all. Natapong is the man that's up next. Red flag, not going to count. Looks a bit disappointed, doesn't he, Natapong? A 21-year-old. The 8-3 is his furthest so far. Andre Anora up next. .20 is his biggest jump, and that was last time out.
.800m 7 môn phối hợp nữ gồm có các vận động viên
800 meters heptathlon for women include the following athletes.
Đường chạy số 2, số đêm 502.
Oh, here he goes. Andre attacks the lane all the way down. No, just got the timing slightly off there. It's a white flag.
Lane number 3, bib number 857.
The question is whether he might just scratch that one. It certainly looks as though he will do.
Nokli Anna Kamarudin, Malaysia.
Lane number 4, bib number 332.
White flag was there.
Kamarudin from Malaysia.
Đường chạy số 5, số đêm
Slightly running out of momentum, was it?
Việt Nam.
Going on, Quen Tong Duc from Vietnam. A 21-year-old. Looking to go long. That's not bad at all. The white flag goes up, so that's a bonus for him. Very good technique. When they're landing, falling forwards so they can get the maximum distance. .15.79. That's his best so far. No wonder he's got a little smile on his face. Tran Van Dien. 15.73 is his best at the moment. Almost identical to Quen Tong Duc. Takes a step back to ensure that the officials can see he's getting out the pits. Good pace from the youngster. That was clean. When we say clean, look, the heels go in, then the rest and the whole of the body move in a forward motion. A little pat on the head Tells you it's not what he expected. 15.84. That's now his best. But he has just overtaken Gwen Trong Duk. Natapong, his best was 15.83. That was the last time we checked in with them, and it still is. All set and all ready to go. Can he add? It'll be close, but it was a red flag anyway, so it's not going to be close at all. It's going to be a no jump, and again looking a little bit worried and a little bit disappointed, you would say. So 3 no jumps. Got to make something count on the last one. Andrea Nora, 16.51 is the best at the moment for him. The 22-year-old looking very, very focused. No, didn't like that one either. Knew he'd overstepped the mark, so that was it. Dealing with very, very fine margins. Talking taking off from the plate. There, just overstepped it. But that could be the difference. We saw yesterday, didn't we? Somebody well before the plate. They could have added an extra 15, 16 centimetres. It's his first no jump of the encounter today. Now on to the Philippines. Mark Dionis, 15.87. Trying to get the crowd going and trying to get them excited. And he goes. I think you like that one. The white flag goes up. And just wait on the score and the marks. He did tell them very focused there, 15.66. So he finishes with a 15.87 as his best. so far.
8-5-6
Well, the women's heptathlon will finish after this next race.
The women domino Philippines.
Lane number 6, fifth number 503.
It is the final event for the women in what has been quite a grueling couple of days. We lost Sunisa Kotsimwang from Thailand. She started in the first event today, but then we failed to see her for the rest of the time. Noliana, after a high jump heroics yesterday, will want to go off well here and try and set a good time if she wants to win gold. She was, of course, the silver medalist last time out. But Sarah de Kooijen is the one that's currently the reigning champion. The Vietnamese athletes are trying to put paid to that. Nguyen Linh Ha and Hoang Thanh Giang. Quite evenly spread at the moment. It is just, unfortunately, Alexi Camoso at the back there with that heavy strapping on her leg. She has been struggling, but looking very, very comfortable is Nguyen Linh Na. And it's Hoang Thanh Giang who's going up to join her as well. She's been absolutely fantastic over these 2 days. There's the bell. They're running against themselves and the clock, because the quicker they go, the more points they attain. It's not about winning when it comes down to the heptathlon and the decathlon. Looks as though that strapping on Alexi Camoso's leg has slipped down to a knee now. It was up on a thigh earlier this morning. That's the two Vietnamese girls that are looking to kick, and, well, kicking for home very, very early is Hoang Thanh Giang. Nguyen Linh Na is struggling a bit, but coming strong now is Noliana. She's trying to push. So too is Sarah de Kooijen. De Kooijen puts in a little bit of a burst. She's trying to track down Hoang Thanh Giang. She looks very, very comfortable though. Can she win by a big enough margin to earn enough points? Noliana closing down on Sarah de Kooijen. That one's going to be very close. You can't give up until the line, otherwise you'll lose points. Doesn't matter where you finish, but that second group finishing in and around 2.26. Now the grueling 2 days is over. Very comfortable in the end, Hoang Thanh Giang. Takes it by about 25, 30 meters, but you can see she pushed all the way to the end. 2:21 she got. Quick glance up at the clock. That's what she was looking for. We have to wait for the results to come out before we know who has taken gold, silver and bronze. Comfortably going across the line. Easily done. She looked in very, very good form. There you can see that injury was up on the thigh, but it does look as though no matter what, she wanted to complete the event. That's what she's managed to do. Now it's the nervous wait while the points are being accumulated. Hooks all round as well there may be. It is one of the most difficult sports you would hazard a guess anywhere in the world, because it's not just a solitary sport. There's 7 sports in one. When it is the heptathlon, and when it's the men with the decathlon, it's the 10 sports. Oh, does she think she's won it? Has she been told? Winning that has performed consistently, so you wouldn't bet against it.
Hào hứng và cuồng nhiệt thấy ở khắp nơi trên đường phố Hà Nội. Ngọn đuốc từ tay vận động viên Nguyễn Thúy Hiền hào nước nhà trên đấu trường và giành huy chương vàng, và những dòng người bất tận từ cả trăm hướng về sân vận động quốc gia Mỹ Đình. Dù mưa gió xuất hiện bay tới đài đuốc và châm lửa.
Đêm nay tôi bước tới đỉnh cao, vươn xa hơn hướng tới bầu trời. Sao để lại nhọc nhằn gian lao? Nơi đây tôi chạm vào vinh quang, cùng bầu trời Việt Nam tỏa sáng. Con tim đôi chân sẵn sàng. Together strong as Southeast Asia. Together we will fight until the end. Tomorrow is so bright for everyone who will try. Together hand in hand we're running right. Together we are high to the finish line. Tomorrow is so bright for everyone who will try. Let's shine.
A very good morning. I hope you're enjoying our continued coverage of the 31st SEA Games. My name is Ed Russell, and very shortly we will be heading over to the gymnasium for some table tennis doubles semi-finals action, Singapore in action, in the mixed doubles against Thailand, the men's doubles against the Philippines, and the women's doubles against Malaysia. All that to come shortly. But for now, we are in the wonderful city of Hanoi. Let's get to know it a little bit better and experience the sights and sounds with JJ Neo.
It consistently ranks as a top 30 destination for international travelers. It's renowned for its ancient history, temples, food, architecture, and glorious shopping. And unlike other Southeast Asian capital cities hurtling into the future with mega developments, this city retains a distinctly old world charm.
Welcome to Hanoi, host city of the 31st Southeast Asian Games.
Hanoi last hosted the Games in 2003, and since then, this city too has seen its fair share of changes. The once largely low-rise landscape now features modern residential developments and a few new cathedrals of commerce. But of course, for those who still love Hanoi for its old world charm, nothing beats spending time wandering the quaint and charming streets of the Old Quarter. Each of its 36 streets featuring the wares of merchants specializing in one type of manufacturing or commerce.
なぜ我らのもとへ来た？人に裏切られたか？世界を終わらせたいか？それともなぜ勇者のあなたが採用面接に応募してきたのか？
この俺が真正面からの一騎打ちで敗れるなど、まあ久々なことであった。
なぜかはわからない。もう俺を受け入れてくれるのは魔王軍以外にない。そう思ったんだ。
Nyoksen Temple, dedicated to a general who defeated the Mongols in the 13th century. The lake itself is steeped in history. Legend has it, in 1428, Emperor Le Loi received a magical sword from the Dragon King to defeat Chinese oppressors. After successfully fighting against the invaders and becoming the king, Le Loi then came back to the beautiful lake and returned the sword to a golden turtle.
This place is just so pretty, and I hear it's even more gorgeous at sunset. But for now, I smell food. Glorious food, so I'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, JJ. Yeah, it really is such a beautiful city. Some ideas there of what athletes can do after they finish the competition. But for now, all eyes focused on the medals. And Singapore currently have 30 of them. A few more coming yesterday, courtesy of Gan Chung Hui and Maximilian Ang in the swimming pool. Also, we had a